What up guys, Ben Oberg here. How to start an online brand, all in this video. What products should you sell? How do you know what platforms to use? How do you grow on those platforms? How do you monetize? How do you make money? How do you sell a $20 product, $200 product, $1,000 product, $20,000 product? Find a shoe for every foot, have buyers for all your different products. How do you grow an online brand? How do you start a digital brand? And how do you actually make money doing it in 2020? All in this video. What up guys, Ben Oberg here, back with another video. I already said that. For those of you that are brand new to the channel, yes, it is Ben Oberg and it does sound like bend over. I think my parents did it on purpose, but here's the thing. I don't have a piece of paper that says I'm qualified to teach you anything that I'm about to teach you about. I don't have a marketing degree. I don't have a degree in financial advising, any of that stuff at all, but I have a multiple seven-figure per year brand. I did multiple seven figures in 2019. We're gonna do 8 figures most definitely in 2020, and I wanna teach you a lot of the tasks, the habits, and the rituals that I have used to be able to build a multiple seven-figure per year brand, the necessities and the things that you are going to have to do most definitely, all in this video, so you can learn how to build a digital brand and how to have a successful online brand. The very first thing is you need to figure out who's your market. Who's your market, okay? Because you're not gonna be selling Beanie Babies to Beanie Baby restorers, okay? It's not a market, it's not a niche. There's like not anybody in it, it's weird, all right? Who's your market? What problems do they have? And don't worry about competing, all right? Don't worry about how good or how bad or how well or not well some other business is doing in your market. Don't ever worry about the competition, because the thing you need to be focusing on is just putting in more effort than what everybody else is doing and at higher quality levels. That's all. Like, for example, I'm gonna screen share with you guys and show you, but I use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and my email list quite heavily. And I use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and my email list to attract people to my sales funnel. My sales funnel is a funnel. It's literally like a website, except not. It's like a website with like one offer, and you make a decision right then or there if you're interested in it. And then if you are, you put your email in, and then once that's there, then you go to the next page and I work on building a relationship with you and ultimately selling you my product. After you have bought that product, then depending on your level of seriousness, interest, or your goals, I distribute other products or services to you. And that is literally my business model in a nutshell that I have used to build an online brand. Now, from there, I take that to a cold market, I run ads and spend money to acquire customers, and as long as it's profitable, I spend more money to get more customers on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all over the damn place. And that is what I have done to be able to build a successful online brand. Now, I want to share with you some of my social outlets, how I use them, and the consistencies that I do. So at no point do I want you guys thinking like, how often should I post on Instagram? How much content should I make? Like, you should make as much as you can at the highest quality level you can. As you grow, what'll eventually happen is you'll look back at each year and go, wow, I thought I was doing really well and knew my shit then. And then you'll look back on what you were doing 12 months ago and how you were operating. You'll realize that when you were building your online brand, you could have been doing more. For example, I didn't really give a shit about YouTube, or I wouldn't say I didn't give a shit. I just didn't pay attention or put any effort into it until April of 2019. And then I grew to about 5,000 subscribers in that time frame. But those 5,000 subscribers enabled me to make hundreds of thousands of dollars because I accumulated all of this watch time. All of these subscribers and every single minute of watch time that I incurred, I was able to run ads back in front of those people, which is hundreds of thousands of people. And that already knew me. They had like my name in their head. I was familiar to them. And because I was familiar, I wasn't completely new to them. And I was able to sell them on the idea of working with me to help them start their online business or build a brand like you're wanting to. And then eventually they wanted to become part of my products and learn from me and get mentored by me. And some of them purchased products in the $1,000 range, and others of them that had a little bit higher business mindset were like, hey, I want to work more closely with you and your marketing team at a higher level to get results faster. And so we had other programs, other products, other services. So I used YouTube to amass a following of just 5,000 subscribers at this point. My goal is 100,000 in 2020. I've used Instagram where I have 109,000 followers, and I work deals with them every day, and I make money from my Instagram audience every day, 5 figures per month actually. And then I have an email list where we're constantly presenting offers and products and providing value, and that's what I do. And then I use Facebook as well. So over here on YouTube, I mean, you guys can scroll back on my YouTube and look. By the way, smash the like button if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to really provide huge goal of mine is to teach you guys how to build an online brand in 2020 and to provide as much information here on YouTube as I can. But you can look at my channel, right? Like, I'm posting videos every single day. I'm very consistent. I always do the Ozone, which is live on Mondays at 7 p.m. EST, regardless of where I'm at in the world. If I'm at a hotel, if I'm speaking somewhere, if I'm freezing my ass off like I was last week out in a parking lot or something like that, like I'm always very consistent in that. And I try to do a live show, and I'm gonna be stepping up content there. I've purchased streaming software to be able to broadcast that on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube simultaneously. I'm gonna have switchers for rotating cameras. We're gonna have a team here that is in a production studio with me running things and in-streaming our own content into the middle of those ads. Like, I'm looking to dominate my industry. I don't wanna be a player in it. I wanna build an online brand where I am the guy that people come to for this particular thing. And they can't even think about my industry without associating my name with it. And so that's very important to me, and the consistency is what has to happen. If you want to build an online brand successfully, the biggest tip that I can give you is you have to be consistent, and you have to operate at way higher levels than what everybody else is operating at in your industry. You're not there to compete, you want to dominate, and you have a lot of like unforeseen noise and space you've got to break through before you even get noticed. You might think that you should be known, but people don't know you until you give them enough content out there and prove to them that you should be known. And I don't even consider myself at that level yet. I think I probably made about $150,000 off of YouTube ads in the last 6 months. And I made maybe $400,000 on Instagram in the last 6 months. I made a couple $100,000 from Facebook in the last 6 months. I made several $100,000 from the email list in the last 6 months. And then I don't know, like, we had a really good finish. The last half of the year was amazing. First half was okay. And we did multiple millions. But I'm very consistent on YouTube. Like, every single day I'm posting. 6 hours ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And you can see, like, even sometimes, like, I'm operating at a 7-figure level, and I want you to understand the massive potential, because I don't even get that good of video views sometimes. Like, here's one that I posted yesterday. It's starting to go viral at 490 views. But I got some videos that they don't get anything for views. And then I've had other videos, like if I scroll back, I'll find a video, 894 views, like not that great. I have one video on here that I posted 3 weeks ago, and it got 16,000 views, most popular. Let me see, most popular, 17,000 views, 10K views, 8.5K views. So I really hustle to put out the content and to understand the platforms, leverage the algorithms to get them to rank. That's what I'm doing on YouTube. Now, other than that, oh, Dale Keeney wants to message me. Let's see what Dale Keeney wants. Dale Keeney, where did you just go? It said Dale Keeney wanted to message me. All right, well, I can't find you anymore. I'm always networking on Facebook. Like, here's messages just from today, okay? It's 6:03 p.m. as I'm making this. Look at this. Message, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 messages today on Facebook. I want to go over to Instagram. I want to break this open for you. Now, look at all of this. So that's 21 messages. I have 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 2 message requests there. And then I'm going in, I'm opening up my comments. I'm looking at like everybody commenting on stuff. I'm always replying to comments on Instagram. I'm networking in DMs. My stories. Look at this.
Come on, Ben, answer the phone.
This was funny.
Oh, did he join? How do we feel about this? She's trying.
Sherry is from Grant Cardone's office was crying because I didn't answer the video chat, all right? But I'm always very consistent. I don't need to show you this, it's popping up here. I'm always very consistent on this. Like, don't ever think of like how much content is enough content. What I'm trying to get at, guys, is obnoxious amounts of consistency on your social platforms all the time at the highest levels possible. You really need to be thinking about not so much what are other people doing, but what are they not doing? All right? Do not compete. Dominate your space. If you want to learn how to build a successful online brand, I'm telling you, it is hard and it requires consistent amounts of effort at 10x levels, far beyond what you probably think is acceptable, okay? You need to always be doing as much as you can do, and then when you think you've done enough, do even more, and then do that not 5 days a week, but do it 7 days a week, and do it all the time, and then when you're sleeping, have people for it. That's how you need to be thinking, okay? The biggest leaders in industries and the biggest people that are dominating in their space have teams. They're putting in obnoxious amounts of effort, and then they're showcasing all the little freedom and things like that. They're showcasing their top 1% of their top 1% of the best moments in their life, which is not real, okay? It's not real. Behind the scenes, they're grinding, they're suffering, they're in the trenches, all right? They're digging, all right? They're doing all the work, they're building the tunnels. I'm saying if you want to be able to build an online brand successfully, you need to do the work, all right? Leverage all the social platforms. Recap. First of all, subscribe to the channel and tap that notification bell if you haven't already, because you're gonna be seeing a lot more content like this from me, and I'm really gonna try to show you and implement strategy with you so you're learning, you know how to implement, you know what tools to use, you know all this stuff. I highly recommend, and the trends I'm seeing right now is, first of all, you need to understand who your market is. What problems do they have right now? And what product or service will you be providing that helps solve those problems? Second of all, you need to have a proprietary method. You need to have your own signature on how you market, on your style, on your brand message. What makes Honda Honda? What makes BMW BMW? What are the iconic characteristics and features of a BMW? The way it looks, how it feels, the type of leather, the smell when you sniff the seat. I'm not talking about the seat here where some guy just farted. I'm talking about like the smell of the leather, okay? What makes a BMW different than an Audi? I know, because I've driven and I've owned both. What makes it different than a Mercedes? I'm not really a fan of Mercedes, honestly. I love the steering in BMWs. I love them. Mercedes, you don't get that until you're spending that $80,000, $90,000 level. BMW, you get it from a baseline, all right? So you gotta understand what's your proprietary method to marketing, what's gonna be your signature. What's gonna be your signature that makes you unique and allows you, gives you a competitive advantage to stand out in the market, okay? And then thirdly, you need to identify what is that brand message? What is your brand message? I know for me with complete conviction, when people think about building an online business, I don't want them to be able to even think that thought without associating my name next to it. They don't, that's my goal. It might not be necessarily completely achievable. It might not be right now, but it will indefinitely be at some point. That's my goal. And all the content and everything I put out there, I'm going to put out a sheer amount of just infinite consistency on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, in your email inbox, all right? Presentations, the content I distribute to you, how valuable that content is, the sheer amount of info in it to set the stage. So that way, when you know if that's the value you're gonna get at this level, oh my gosh, you don't even know what's missing, what you're in store for when you actually buy my products and services, when you actually get into my mentorship communities. You have no idea the type of people you're gonna be networking with. That is how you build a powerful online brand. A couple things I'm gonna ask of you before we go into my next point here is that you please share this video out there with a friend, a family member, somebody that needs to hear it, somebody that is starting an online brand or trying to learn how to build an online brand in 2020. Share this out there with them, please. Tell them to consume this video, tell them to watch, tell them to subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. Now the next thing is learn to master and learn to distribute content on all platforms. Now, please be very, very vision oriented and focused in this, okay? Don't just like go scatterbrained without a plan, posting on Instagram without a brand message, without a content pattern, without a plan in mind. Don't do that on Instagram, don't do that on Facebook, don't do that on YouTube, all right? Or go at it with strategy and don't overwhelm yourself. Look at it like this. Look, I need to be leveraging multiple audiences. I need to have an omnipresence. I need to be known, all right? People need to know you. They can't just know you only on Facebook. You need to put out content there that's in Instagram's context. You need to put out content in there that's in YouTube's context. And you need to start accumulating all of that so you can leverage all of it and amass a following and build wealth, get clicks, drive leads, drive sales. That is how to build a powerful online brand in 2020. I'm telling you, okay? And you be very consistent about it. Put time into your content, plan it out. Don't start thinking, well, I got 2 posts out for the day, I'm good. Guess what? There's some asshole like me in your niche that will always post 10 times the amount of content. I will always outwork you. There's somebody like me in your niche. So what you wanna do is operate as if that person is always biting at your feet and always stay ahead of them. Don't compete, dominate, hunker down on your production, make sure your quality is next level and set the standard in your industry for what your industry accepts as the new level of extraordinary marketing, extraordinary customer service, extraordinary product, extraordinary service. Smash the like button, drop a comment if you have any questions below. See you guys in the next video.